Hello, welcome back to Bad's Garage. Right, we're on for the next step with this this tank drama. Obviously, the last upload I put on was concerning the tank and the internal vent. Apparently, it is fixable, but it does entail some soldering and a bit of drilling, which you could do it yourself, but you know you're probably better off taking it to somebody else. Basically, what it is, I'll tell you about it in a minute. I'll get on to what I'm doing first, then I'll tell you how that's going to be done. So anyway, the options I've got with this tank is there's a couple. I can either block the pipe up either end and just ignore it, which ain't going to be much different to how it was when I was using it, because that vent was blocked up for a long time before I realised it was blocked, and then unblocked it and it never made any difference. And there's a lot of people that have said, you know, apart from your tank whistling with a bit of pressure during ride outs in warm weather, it doesn't really affect the bike too much. Not saying it won't or it can't, because it can, but it never affected mine, and that pipe was probably blocked for about 12 years anyway, prior to when I unblocked it before I took it in for the carb repairs. The other option is to block it both ends, but change the cap for a quick release race cap, which is vented. I think they're about £90 roughly to replace the cap for a quick release vented cap. The only issue you've got there is it's going to be the rainwater. You know, if any rain gets down in that gully, if the pipe's bunged up, whenever you open your filler, water's going to go into your tank. So there's that to consider. But I was told you could potentially put sealant around the outer rim of the replacement cap to stop the rain even getting in there in the first place. But that's a couple of options. I mean, I never tended to ride this in the rain too much anyway. The other option is to get the pipe replaced, and it is quite a simple process when you think about it. But I'll tell you about that in a second. But at the minute, what I'm doing is I'm just emptying the tank now, because the Rustio emulsion's turned up. Let me just grab it. The Rustio's turned up, which I'm not going to be using the Rustio, but I will be using the emulsion that you treat the tank with after you've cleaned it. I think it just basically paints the inside of your tank to stop it flash rusting. But it does say if you want full protection, which I would imagine that's for leaking, you can get a sealer as well, which will seal your tank. But we don't want to be sealing it, because it doesn't need sealing. It wants flash rush protection, which is apparently what this is. Well, you can't tell because it's all in German. I can't understand German, but anyway. So yeah, at the minute I'm just emptying the tank. I'm going to flush it out with water to try and get us any bits that may be in the tank, which I don't think there's an awful lot in there, if any, anyway. And we'll get that Rustio in, and then apparently you drain it and you leave it open either end for 2 to 6 hours to dry, and it should be good to go. So yeah, we'll crack on with that, and then when we've done this, we can finally get onto the problem that was occurring with the bike in the first place, the carburettors. Right, so with this this vent tube, apparently what you can do is you can cut that off, this end piece here, and drill it out, and then same the other end, you drill it out at the cap, which then breaks away the pipe. You then drop the pipe out through the hole you've drilled, so you pull it out, and then you replace it with and they did say it's fiddly, but I'm thinking there's got to be ways of guiding it in, whether you run an inner brake cable through so you've got that running through the tank, you know what I mean. So when you take that bit out, you've still got a cable, then you can slip it through the gun. But apparently you replace it with something very similar to car brake pipe. I think car brake linings are a little bit small. I think it's 4mm, but the one I've seen that I was advised to use, you can get it from Tool Station, which is a 6mm pipe. And then once you've got the pipe through, you just solder each end, and then you cut that off to size, and then you countersink the top. So kind of clever, you know, kind of clever, but obviously simple. So yeah, I do have that option to do that, and if I do go down that road, while I'm having that done, I'll probably have this drilled out and retapped and LE coiled, so that's back to factory again, because you know obviously now there's that snap stud in there now. But you know, if it works, it works. But for now, I'm going to get the tank cleaned, get it emulsioned, and we'll just use as is after I've blocked up these pipes for now. But the tank's not what I need at the minute. What I need is for the bike to run. Well, I just want to quickly show you how well this tank's come out. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do at the minute is I'm going to block it up. I've got some acetone just to swirl around it, and then I can put the Rustio in. Alright, so the emulsion's been swirled around it, we've emptied it out, and it's now going to sit here at least till tomorrow to dry, and we'll just have to see if it rusts or not. If it flash rusts, we'll see. Hopefully not, fingers crossed, because surely this tank can't give me any more grief than it's already given me. But that's looking pretty good. Yeah, we'll ignore that for now, because we've got to get onto the job at hand. Take those carbs off and have a look at those. Fingers crossed it'll be kind to me. Right, so I took the bowl off it's carb number 1, and it looks like it's not even had any fuel in it. It's got a tiny touch of green appeared on them, but both the pilot jet and the main jet on that carb is clear. Have a look at the other ones. Let's say again, number 2, it doesn't even look like it's had any fuel in it. And again, the main jet, pilot jet are all clear. The valves seem to be working okay. Maybe I'll come to a bad one eventually, we'll see. Again, same story, clean as a whistle pretty much, apart from the titchiest little thing. And that's number 3. And again, number 4, same again. Almost clean as a whistle. I know that's not the ideal way of doing it, but I just wanted to pull the bowls off and check that the jets weren't blocked and the bowls were clean. But I've got to admit, it's not looking like any fuel's even been in here, which is weird, because there was no fuel in it. The absolutely dry as a bone. Now I'm wondering if there's a fuel pump problem. But like I say, when I get the kit come through, I can replace all these seals. I may replace the main jets as well. We'll just have to see. There may be one valve. on two that seems like it might be a little bit sticky, but I've got plenty of those brand new to change it with. But yeah, the carbs look clean, very clean. They look as clean as I left them almost when I originally did them myself. But after I'd cleaned them, I had it running, so I don't know why it's not got any fuel staining in there. Seems very strange. Well, looks like there's some more investigating to do, but there you go. At least the bowls have been off, and I know they're all clean. I know all the jets are clear. Emulsion tubes, they're all clear. So yeah, I'll have to have a ponder on that one. So you know, well, we've basically just got to go for a start soon, haven't we? Just hook up the auxiliary tank and see what's happening. Anyway, that's for the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.